Hello, the internet.
Secret seeds that do a couple of interesting things. Ones that make the game harder, ones that add both the corruption and the crimson, ones that make the player starve, and ones that even turn the whole world into a jungle. Well, what happens if you combine all of those secret seeds into a singular map? Well, we're about to find out, because in this map that was published through the Steam Workshop, you can experience every single seed at the exact same time. Yeah, that's right. Even including this special effect. So right now I'm using a radio thing, but if I take it off, this really is a constant world seed. It really is a feather-worthy seed, and not the bees, and a Celebration Mark 10. There is so much to this. So the map developer has been nice to the player and said, you know what, you might need some starting here. Well, I say this, we do not need it. We press onwards. So in today's video, we're going to be checking out the world and just seeing what it's like. You know, what is it like? So I believe what the map developer's done here is taken elements of all of them, kept all of the special effects, and even included a few little secret structures just to find along the way. Oh my god! Really? Which seed has landmines? What? So already, my player is like, yeah, I'm ready. Oh my god, right. Please. Okay, we're gonna have to really pay attention during this. You don't want to play this if you're playing on hardcore. No. I wanted to go left, but the spider said otherwise. Really? There? Why? Okay, so this is a good sign. We have a giant living wood tree. Look at what you've done. Why have you done this? What is this about? You've made something truly awful. I'll say this. This might be the... Whoa. How did that spider get through? This might actually be the world's hardest Terraria vanilla map. It must be. Let's see if I can make them trigger a landmine. Oh my god. Amazing. Also, we can't ascend downwards because we don't have torches, and we also get killed in the dark. Oh my god, it worked. Hell yes, I'm a genius. This is incredible. Thank you. Landmines are kind of brilliant now. Alright, so we have gel, we can make torches, and we can go into that living tree. Hey, so quick channel update. Today we actually hit 955,000 subscribers, meaning we're only 45,000 away from the big 1 million. If you're enjoying today's video, well, we make lots of stuff like this on the channel, so head down there and click that subscribe button. It's completely free, you can change your mind later, and it really helps out the channel. So we've managed to find our first chest. Now, if this is the Celebration Mark 10 seed, this should have a good reforge on it, whatever it is. Let's double check. Shoddy. Interesting, so they've not gone down that route. Instead they've given us something completely awful. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You can get bombs from pots. Oh, no! Watch out! I'll tell you what, I've got something for this gnome. There you go, buddy. Landmines might be my new favourite weapon. I might have to try a landmine-only playthrough at some point. Oh my god. Explosive buddies and gnomes. Okay, there you go. Oh, we got rid of one of them. Right, if we leave this one alone, will it actually... Oh wait, okay, I know. There you go. That's fine. Alright, good. I thought, how are we going to deal with this? Oh, step stool. Oh, amazing. Best accessory in the game, am I right? Great. Another landmine. So one thing I am slightly curious about is which NPC is going to spawn in, because each secret seed actually gives you a different NPC. So not the bees will give you access only to the merchant. Celebration Mark 10, I believe, is maybe the party girl. Drunk seed is the party girl. Featherworthy is the demolitionist, I think. So it's hard to tell if this is a bug or it's intentional. We're not playing journey mode, we're playing master mode. And right now, the sun is not moving. So maybe time was frozen when the map was created. Maybe it wasn't. But I tell you what, I actually kind of like it. It's nice playing with eternal daylight. Right.
We should file a claim. Just it?
Oh, I'm just so incredibly epic. No one can compare. Oh, really? Or are you just playing baby games? My feelings. Why don't you try League of Legends? If you think building forts, grabbing souls, or defusing bombs is hard, then okay. It's time for a real challenge. With hundreds of champions and items, you're gonna have to use your brain and your fingers. It's like, dang dude, the strategy, the depth. This is you now, but this is what you could be. League of Legends. It's free, so grab yourself some gamer glory. Show off your skills and impress the people who really matter. Strangers on the internet. How much clout do you have, Dad? Rise to the ranks and make a name for yourself. Become famous. Become a legend. The people shall sing of your greatness. Here, I already wrote you a theme song. I am good, you are bad. I like making you feel sad. League of Legends. Play it, maybe.
Right, this is kind of interesting. So I've made it to the jungle, and you can see what they've taken from not the bees. So there's surface honey, and there's also these spawners for the queen bee. Just out in the open, you know, for anybody to break. Let's be real here. I'm clearly going to break one. Actually, do you know what? I feel like we kind of have to. I feel like for science, I need to see what the queen bee looks like in this scene. Will it actually be all warped and stuff for the worthy? Okay, let me spawn it in quick before... I didn't mean that quick. So, I tell you what, maybe I'll admit defeat, and we'll take a little bit of loot with us. I'll take a pinch staff, I'll take a free life upgrade, and a mana crystal. Sure. What's this roasted bird? Oh yeah, I'll take a roasted bird. Go on then. Hey, look at that! I found Moonlord's legs. Alright, now you know it's the drunk seed. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. I actually genuinely love this vanity. Like, it is a bit mean, sure. It's also just kind of great, isn't it? So I just want to say, you know that this world is stuffed because NPCs are not actually moving in, even though it's eternal daytime and it's kind of perfect for them. So that isn't really a good sign. Also, these cactuses are deadly now, which isn't ideal. Oh my god. Right. I have a suspicion that the map maker might actually be evil. If you know this person in real life, be afraid. So I do want to say, by the way, outside of the landmines and the fact that time doesn't seem to work, so you can't really do some of the bosses, this is one of the coolest maps I've ever played. Like, I genuinely love the idea behind this map. I think it's so cool. Like, why wasn't this done sooner? Do you know what I mean? I really, really love it. And honestly, if you've got the time, check this out. It's so good. So I've never actually seen somebody do this before, but what I think they've done is actually remove all the leaflet from these living trees. And I gotta say, I quite like it. I feel like this maybe should be the trees that you find in the constant seed. Maybe paint them grey so that it looks like they're withering away. Yeah, these are really cool. They kind of work. It takes a moment to get used to because it's a little bit off, but yeah, I'm vibing with it. Right, so I've managed to find the Crimson. So theoretically, this map also has the Corruption as well. But I'm kind of nervous. I'm nowhere near strong enough to make it through for the worthy Crimson. So I think the rook might end here, being honest. Oh, there was a landmine there. No way! So that pot actually saved me from a landmine. Yeah, that's kind of incredible. I need to start gathering landmines up again, or at least start using them as weapons, because they're so good. Whoa! Wow! Okay, interesting. So we just got a very rare drop on our first go. And the thing about this is actually like such a good little sword. Like, look at the damage on that. It's really good for what it was. Oh my god! Yes, landmines are really working in my favour today. Wait, sorry. I'll bleep that. Yeah, Crimson enemies are very tough. Oh my god, stop. Stop. Every time I think, like, I'm in the clear, that there are no more left in the world, because I've kind of been this way, I can't believe it. I must be the most, like, gullible Terraria player in the world. How am I falling for this every time? Right, so the plan is to not trigger a landmine. No. I want to see what the Queen Bee looks like. I want to see if they've gone all out If they've actually managed to perfect all of the special effects, let's find out together. Oh, it's Teeny Tiny Queen Bee! Yes! They nailed it! They absolutely nailed it. I love that. So, I think that's going to be it for today's adventure from Backwards Terraria. Hey, if you want to see more stuff like this, this is kind of our thing. So, get subscribed. By subscribing to Chippy Gaming, you're in the one-stop place for all your Terraria needs. This was super fun. See you in the next one, guys. Peace.
Excuses happen. What? Just go at your own pace. But with a huge selection of wellness support products for nutrition, sleep, immune systems, and energy, CBS can help them happen a little less. CBS. Healthier happens together.
Hey everyone, my name is James and welcome back to Chippy Gaming. So on March 19th, Chippy Gaming will actually be turning 10 years old, meaning I've spent 41% of my entire life making videos here on this channel. So to celebrate that amazing milestone, I really wanted to do something big, something that I've never managed to pull off before. Now, as you all know, I love Terraria, I play it every day. But one thing I've never managed to do is a hardcore run of Terraria. Back in December on Chippy's couch, I tried my very first hardcore Master Mode run, and unfortunately, it came to a pretty rough ending. Let me out of here. Oh no! Oh my god! No! Christ! Now, for those who don't know, hardcore is an option. So last week I was taking a look on the Steam Workshop to try and find an adventure map that I'd maybe missed over the years, and I stumbled across something that sounded so fun I could not pass on the challenge. So the concept behind this map is that everything you can see on screen right now is the entire world, all condensed down into 117 blocks, and the idea here is that below you there are biomes, and above you there are biomes. Now, I didn't realise this at the time, but it turns out that this was actually a series that was created by Wand of Sparky, a fellow Terraria YouTuber who also covers games like Stardew Valley and Breath of the Wild and Sekiro. It's a really great channel, one of my favourites, and surprisingly I missed their series, but I'm kind of glad I missed it because now I get to enjoy this challenge and do it with a fresh set of eyes. So a big shout out to them. I will leave them linked down below. And I'll also leave a link to this map that was created by somebody else. I believe it's a different map than what Wonder Sparking had. But how cool! So today we're going to be checking it out and just seeing how far we can get. Because at the end of the day, it may sound kind of simple at first, but when you start to realise that you've got to do the wall of flesh at some point, well, it seems like a bit of a challenge. It's also kind of like it's a little bit like a classic Minecraft map, kind of mixed with a little bit of Skyblock. Because you've got to use resource management, alright? You can't be letting acorns slip away. You've got to make sure you're looking after everything. So in this playthrough, we're doing it Mr. Beast style, and we're planting lots of trees. I think one of the weirdest parts about this map is that because you're on the border of the world, the camera controls are a little bit strange. You know, we're all used to seeing our character in the center of the screen. Well, when you play this map, that doesn't exactly happen. But I kind of like it, because it kind of looks a little bit cinematic. How cool is that? So I can see that there are icy blocks up here, and I'm assuming some sky islands as well. So I think what we'll do is we'll get working on potentially digging down. Okay, this is a great sign. We have found a slime. So if we kill that slime, we can gather its gel, and now we have torches for underground. Hallelujah! So I'm going to assume that the map creator used the drum seed to create this world, because I can hear Terraria Otherworld soundtrack, which is honestly kind of refreshing. So we found our first bit of ore. Now the thing is, I don't exactly know how much iron ore is going to be in this world, so we need to be kind of careful just to make sure that we're spending it right. Like, do we need to use this to create an anvil, or can we splurge and make some chains to make a grappling hook, for example? I have no idea. So I just broke my first pot, and from it I gained some glow sticks. So I'm actually going to use one of those right now, although, okay, we have to be careful of this. This is going to be something that can happen very easily. Oh no, let's not get trapped here. Alright, if we get it in a loop, we should be fine. Oh no. Alright, there you go. That should be it. Oh no. Please. If you get it in a loop, it's usually alright, because then it can't bounce around too much. Wait for it. Hey, there we go. Alright, I'm going to use the glow stick now just to feed the bottom of this waterfall. If we can take this water to the bottom of the world, that's going to be brilliant. But actually, that's a really good thing. You have to think about resource management with water, because what happens if you don't have enough water to make obsidian, and then you can't make hellstone, and then you can't make a molten pick and all that? Wait, does this world go all the way to hard mode? Is that a thing? I wonder if you're meant to fish maybe in hard mode for all the ores and such. I guess that's one big thing you could do. You could always fish. Hey, look at this! We managed to find our first chest. And honestly, I wasn't even thinking about finding chests, but I guess they're going to be kind of important. So let me break all these cobwebs on the way past, because we may be able to make a bed. And let's grab it. And look at that. Hermes boots. Hell yeah! That's a really good find, to be honest. I don't know what I would have done without those, but then I guess in a way, it's not exactly like we're going to be running very far. You know, because there's not a lot of areas to run to, now that I think about it. Man, that is so cool though. One thing I've also noticed is how weird the map looks. Because this is the entire world, you can't zoom out. Like, this is it. So one good thing I just realised is, because we got that chest with bombs, we can now get the demolitionist. Man, it's strange how already this map gets you looking at Terraria in a completely different way. I've never tried a skyblock before, but this really does seem like kind of like a skyblock, but just on a grander scale, which kind of suits me a little bit more, to be honest. So if all of the biomes are stacked on top of each other, I have a feeling that this is likely going to be the desert. So we need to be careful in here. Or maybe it isn't. Maybe it's in a really thin desert. Or it could just be a layer of sand. But then again, what exactly is a desert? So something interesting here. We've stumbled across the granite biome. Although I'm a little bit concerned because I just saw a granite golem down there and I don't exactly have a weapon yet. So we kind of need to go about this carefully. I don't know whether to just continue the trend of the elevator. Actually, do you know what? Before I start diving down, and accepting death, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a proper waterfall down here, so that if we do die, we can just fall straight down and land in the water. Yeah.
I truly believe that if you want to succeed in sales or in any type of business job, you have to write well. I'm going to show you the keys to writing sales emails that can land prospects and close deals. First, keep it clear and concise. No one has time these days to read through a huge block of text. Your goal is to get your point across in as few words as possible. Grammarly really helps with this. It shows me places where I can rephrase a sentence to increase readability. It also identifies certain parts that are most important for my reader to comprehend and suggests that I bold them. Second, use specific words that convey what you really mean. Efficiently is so much better than easily here. Finally, and I cannot stress this enough, typos kill deals. If your writing isn't polished, the prospects won't see you or your business as qualified. I've always considered writing to be a strength of mine, but Grammarly helped me turn my strength into a superpower. You should give it a try.
Building your business online takes effort, and when it's ready for the world to see, that's where Google Ads helps. Say you're an online fashion brand with this season's hottest hats. When she searches for one, your ad will appear alongside her Google results, making sure that what you offer is seen by the right people right when they need it. Have a new collection? Show it off to your next customers with beautiful banner ads running on the right sites all around the web. And when your brand has a story to tell, let the trendsetters know about it. Design, fabric, inspiration. Share it all in style with a video campaign. With Google Ads, you're always in control of your ads and your budget. Plus, you can keep track of your progress in real time with simple reports. That's faster, smarter marketing for you and more style attacks for everyone.
Yeah, okay, this seems like a safe idea. Right, let's have a little look at what's potentially in this giant biome. I have a feeling that if the map creator was going to hide a chest somewhere, it would probably be in this biome. You know, a little granite house, I'd be all for it. Oh, there's some cobwebs over here. I really want to get cobwebs so that we can skip the night and such whenever we need to. There is a minecart. Brilliant. Yeah. World's most useless minecart. Thank you very much. Let's actually get on it. Let's see what it's like. I don't want to judge it too fast. Yep, it leads to nowhere. God, it's so clever how this is created. The party girl was slain. Interesting. So there's a heart crystal. Thank you very much. Already a little bit stronger. This is good. And lots of pots, which I'm very grateful for. Right, I'm going to take that now. Ooh, there's a giant Shelly heading towards me. I don't think this is a good sign. Let's see if I can maybe defend myself with a pickaxe. You know what? I might actually do this. The best thing is, giant Shelly can give you a rally. So if we need to get a rally, that would be a sick starting weapon. But it's kind of rare. Let's see. Alright, no rally for us. Fair enough. Right, so I think I'm going to head to the surface now and get working on some houses. It's good to see that all of these trees are growing back, so that is definitely not a concern, thankfully. These demon eyes might be there. So I think over on this side, I'm going to start working on a big NPC hotel. Usually I would space them out a little bit just to bump up the happiness and get some better shop prices. But I think for this challenge, I don't think that's really going to be a thing. So I'm just going to build some nice big hotel rooms. Definitely not little wooden box prison cells. Ah, so this is interesting. You can actually get access to icy chests. So let's say, for example, you're actually able to take down Plantera, which now that I think about it, sounds like a nightmare in this map. You could get a key and actually unlock this. How cool is that? So the creators have thought of everything. So I found a slight issue here. If I have the menus open, it covers up my entire housing, which is like not ideal. But hey, it is what it is. This is so weird. I've never had to play Terraria like this. It's kind of brilliant. So the construction of the giant home is pretty much complete. I feel a little bit bad about it though. It kind of reminds me of the poor lady in the fairy tale that had to live in a shoe. Because that's what's going on right here. All my NPCs,
Well,
they live in a
a
shoe.
bunch of kids.
So if we have some torches, we should have a couple of NPCs that are happy to move in. For example, the guide, the merchant, the demolitionist, the nurse, and I think the party girl might move back in. I don't know if she will. I don't know how it works when the party girl's dead and it's on this seed. And we also have some rope. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the top hatch up here, and I'm going to build upwards through the ice biome just to see what it's about. Just because this kind of makes sense right now. So I'm realizing something might be wrong about this. So there are 2 life crystals here, but they seem to be flashing in and out. So I don't know if they really exist or they're merely there to taunt the player.
Rare thing you can find
Is
underground.
this still going to kill me? Or am I going to be alright? So let's see what happens then when we try and break these. Hey! Oh, it's doubled up. Alright. Thank you very much. So if we get 2 from this one as well, we've just gone up quite a few hearts. Oh, hell yeah. Look at that. Man, that is the power of T-Edit right there. I'm going to break out this way. I can also see that the seagull is guarding an icy chest, so we'll check that out. I'm trying to think what I would even want from it. I guess if I had to ask for anything, maybe some ice skates? I don't know. I don't think I particularly need a snowball cannon, even though they are great weapons. I don't think I'm going to need one. I think with the amount of arrows that we can probably make, and the amount of stone down below, and also like we have a merchant, we can always buy some. I'll probably try go archer, but I don't even know if that's going to work in this map, because it's kind of hard to tell if I'm going to be at a loss because of the limited movement we have. So what's inside of here then? Ooh, it's a chainful ice blade. Very interesting. So last week I was taking a look on the Steam Workshop to try and find an adventure map that I'd maybe missed over the years. You could get a key if I'm going to be at a loss because of the limited movement that you have. So what's inside here then? Ooh, it's a chainful ice blade. Very interesting. And 2 gravitation potions and a golden coin. You see, these grav potions seem pretty interesting because I feel like you could do a lot with grav potions on this map. You just have to be very cautious about what is above you. Go on, let's give it a go. I feel like they were placed here for a reason. You just want to make sure that you're not taking fall damage as you go along. But I'm going to try and gather up everything I can find along the way, like cobwebs and such. Hey, look at that. So we found another light crystal, which I'm going to go grab. And there's a chest down here as well. So I'm also going to grab this. I really love the use of the minecart tracks. I don't know, I think it makes it feel a little bit more special. Honestly, the premise of this map, paired with the Terraria Overworld music, I don't know, it just kind of hits different. So let's see what's inside of this chest then. So it's an icy boomerang, there's also some dynamite, throwing knife, potions, and thorn potions. Very nice. Alright, so I'll take that, and I'll also take that. Ooh, look at that. There is a full house over here. So we're going to use the grab potion to quickly go and grab that as well. Anytime I see some, like, rubies or, like, I don't know, a big stack of gold, I'm trying to go out my way to grab it. But we only have 3 seconds left on this grab potion. I need to make sure I'm, like, yeah, there you go, in the right area. Chest in this one? Oh yeah, it's there. It's matched in with the tungsten chandelier. So one thing I've realised is there are limitations to this map in the sense of, like, for example, if we wanted to do deer clubs, we would need some flinx fur, and you only get flinx fur underground. So I wonder maybe if you could make an artificial snow biome underground just to grab flinx fur. But then again, I believe Deerclops is also something that can spawn in during a blizzard. So maybe during a blizzard, we come and check this area out, get a Deerclops to spawn in, because the good thing about Deerclops is they don't despawn, which is kind of awesome because it means that you can do a lot with that, and you can gain some good items. So we've got Flurry Boots, very nice, and they do stack with the Hermes Boots. So I'm assuming this area up here is actually my ocean. And I do wonder if there is any more to the map. I believe that is probably it up here. So this is very interesting because I imagine if we want to do Duke Fish Run, we're going to need to make sure that this whole area is actually preserved. So we're going to need to be very careful and cautious about how we get through that water. You know, to not let it, like, drain into the rest of the world. I think, is that how that works? I don't know. I'm at the level where I'm just kind of theorizing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get working on crafting, and I think the first thing that we want to make is an anvil. I imagine there probably is a free anvil in the world, but I'm just going to go and craft one. So I'm going to slap that bad boy down, and then I think what we're going to do is we're going to melt up the gold that I found in the ice biome, and I think to be sensible with this, I'm going to use it to make... Oh no, actually this is kind of hard, because I could use it to make a golden crown, and then we have a free fight against King Slime, which could give us ninja armor. It could give us ninja armor and a solidifier. Is there anything else that we need from it? I don't think there is. It could give us a mount, which would be very useful in a lot of circumstances. But then again, if we craft the golden pickaxe, then what we could do is we could mine demon ore if we get the chance. How many bars have we got? 13. And how many is it to make a crown? 5. I'm going to gamble and go with the pickaxe. Because at the end of the day, we can always have a slime rain and maybe go from there. And I'm also going to organise all my inventory right now, since it's already looking a little bit chaotic. So, since we now have all the NPCs that are available, what I've done is I bought a piggy bank. Now, this is kind of a waste of a gold, but I feel like in the long run, it will kind of pay for itself. But one thing I do want to buy is a bug net, because what I'm going to use this for is to gather, you know, as much bait as possible. And then what I'll do is I'll use the bait to potentially, like, start some fishing at some point. Can I use a seagull as bait? No. Alright, I'll let them out then. Alright, be free. Be free. If I can't fish with you, I don't really need you. I guess it wouldn't really make sense, actually, now that I think about it. The seagulls eat fish. It's not the other way around. Hey, look at that. We found another life crystal. Awesome. Thank you very much. Okay, so let me just quickly grab that. Alright, I'll take that. So what I'm doing now is essentially just continuing work on the elevator. Just trying to... Hey, look at that, number 1. Just trying to see what biomes are around us. I feel like one of the most important ones is likely going to be the jungle, because I imagine in the jungle, that is where we're going to get jungle armor. But then also, I could totally imagine the map creator putting a suspicious-looking eye in the jungle for us to find, which will likely be our first boss fight. Oh no, I need to breathe. Let me gather this real quick. So one thing I've never ever noticed before, and this is a weird thing to mention right now, but have you heard of Razor Synapse before, where your keyboard and mouse light up? Well, Terraria works with that. And I've never noticed before that if you start to lack oxygen, all of the lights start flashing at you to alert you. That is really cool. I wish I had a video of it. That's so sick. So there is some more gold over here, so we made the right choice. So we've actually found quite a bit here in the mushroom biome. So we have another life crystal, shoe spikes, and a suspicious looking eye. Okay, that's kind of great. So we'll use that against the Eye of Cthulhu. More life crystals, awesome. Is there a chest in here? Yeah, there is. Okay, good. Whoa! Alright, this has quite a bit in it. So it's got a full set of mushroom armor. So if we want to look like Toad, we totally can. It's got jest arrows, gold bars, potions. It's also got a mine cart, recall potions, shoe spikes, and spelunk potions. So a really, really good chest in reality. This has given us quite a bit. I feel like I'm going to save the spelunk potion for now. But because the world is... Hey, we got that rally. Nice! Because the world is so small, what we can do is we can maybe use it and kind of blitz through the whole world at once. So we'll be sparing with that only because we don't have Blink Root or Moonglow yet. Hey! Not bad! Nice! So we just got our first piece of armor and it was completely for free. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and find the corruption wherever it is. I imagine it's probably below us. Because I'd really like to find a demon altar. Because if we can find a demon altar, then we can start farming King Slime for the ninja armor. Which I think would be really good. Because King Slime's not too bad to fight. I feel like we could probably do a King Slime fight with an Icy Blade and a Boomerang. Oh, okay. So it's the Crimson that we have. Interesting. Actually, do you know what? I imagine because this is the Drunk Seed, it's likely that we'll have both the Crimson and the Corruption. I just need to make sure I don't drown here. So let me just work my way out here. Oh no, okay, actually, do you know what? Fail. It's not worth the death. Let me take these life crystals as well. So I think that's going to be it for today's video. Would you like to see more of this? Let me know in the comment down below. Hey, if you enjoyed today's video, please give it a big fat thumbs up. And if you really loved it, please consider subscribing to Chippy Gaming. We are well on our way to 1 million subscribers. And with your help, we can totally do it. See you in the next one. Peace.
Goodbye, tooth stains. Try our best whitening toothpaste ever. Colgate Optic White Renewal. Goodbye, tooth stains. Try our best whitening toothpaste ever. Colgate Optic White Renewal.
I see a toad. Hey, when did Mario get here?
So yesterday we took a look at the thin world. So yes.
Hello. New background. Let's see, this is the second one. Background.
So yesterday we took a look at the Thin World Terraria Adventure Map, which condenses a whole Terraria world to 117 blocks of width. Now in that video we found out a couple of interesting things. For example, above our spawn is actually a floating ice biome, and down below there are quite a few caverns, but also the Crimson. So today we are back once again to have some more fun hijinks in this teeny tiny Terraria world. So yeah, that's right, we're back. Thank you very much for the support on the first episode. One thing I will say, Kyle, right, is if you want to see more of this, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. That way, you don't have to go hunting for a new episode. No. YouTube will be like, here you go, it's on your homepage. So to start off today's episode, we are heading back to the Crimson. And the reason I want to do this is because I want to break some of these Crimson hearts so that we can start getting some of the free items from the hearts. But then also, I really want to find the jungle, because it would be awesome to try and get ourselves some free armor. And I feel like jungle armor is by far the easiest one to get. It's all renewable, it's made from enemies and spores. So let's start working on blowing our way through this Crimson. So right now, because we got a couple of free weapons, never mind. Alright, never mind, maybe we're not fine. So I think what I've definitely learned is we need sticky bombs rather than regular dynamite, right? Now I need to hook the side of this. Actually, this is fine. I was going to say because the water's about to spill out, but I don't think it is. Here, let me slap up a torch. Right, so let's blow up this first heart and see how it goes. Now I do need to be kind of careful, actually, about destroying these blocks, because the resources are finite. And I want to make sure that I always have enough blocks to break the biomes that they're meant to be, if that makes sense. Okay, let's head down. Let's be careful. So this Crimson seems like it's going to be very small indeed. Well, actually, do you know what? Actually, it's not too bad. The floating gems kind of threw me off a little bit, but it doesn't seem the worst thing in the world. So I think what we'll eventually do is once we have a proper pickaxe, we'll continue the elevator down, but for now, I'm just going to start blowing up this area down here to break our way through. Hopefully it's the Crimson next, and not the Corruption. So bit of a plot twist here. Instead of the Crimson or the Corruption, we have a small marble biome. And I don't really know if there's anything essential that we need to gather from here. So we should be able to pass through here, pretty unharmed. So there is a marble chest, and inside is some wooden arrows, some healing pots, a marble piano, and some javelins. Right, I don't think I've ever had a marble piano before. Is that regular chest loot? I mean, surely not, right? Right, so here is the desert then. I noticed because the water started to turn a shaded yellow, and I was like, right, it's desert time. There's quite a few enemies down here, right? If we just brute force this, I think we'll survive. Oh god, stop. There's too much. Alright. Come on, kill that hoplite, there we go. Alright, so now that we have a gun, we also have access to the arms dealer. So what I'm going to do now is be a little bit brave, and I'm going to fight the Eye of Cthulhu. Because here's the thing, we're playing on normal mode, that's what this map was created on. And I have a strong feeling that with a gun, we'll have no problem against the Eye. So I'm going to buy a few hundred bullets, we'll head out. My only source of regen is this one grapefruit. Yeah, that's how I intend to destroy a soul piece of Cthulhu himself, is a grapefruit and a gun. Okay, let's begin. But genuinely, I do feel like we're going to have a fairly easy time with this, so long as I take a moment to get rid of some of the eyeballs. It's so cool playing Terraria like this though, with the camera moving like this. Like, I feel like it's very cinematic. Oh, I just moved Terraria, never mind. Oh god, I've just messed with my OBS, never mind. But it is so cinematic playing Terraria like this. I'll fix that in a moment, don't even worry about it. So already we're kind of working our way through its health fairly easily. The good thing is if we do decide to cheese a little bit, we do have access to a whole bunch of NPCs. I think maybe what I should have done is maybe broken them out before doing the fight, and then I could have had the full advantage of being able to utilize them in the fight. But I tell you what, for a boss fight like this, 117 blocks it's not so bad. It's more when you get to the wall of flesh that things are going to become a real problem. Wall of flesh, Plantera, the Moonlord maybe? How are you going to do the Moonlord? That's a really good point. But that's what's so fun about this. Okay, let's go up and then truck down. Oh, look at that. I saw the nurse healing away then. She's like, don't worry, I'll take care of myself. Okay, so less than 400 health remaining. This is good. So let's just bring it up here. There we go. See, this side house is a really great point to do a turnaround on. So there we go. The Eye of Cthulhu has been defeated, which now means we have access to the dryer. So we can buy platinum boxes now, so we get some herbs, we can get going with that. There we go. Did I get anything else that's of like real use? I guess in a way I got Demonite. Demonite is kind of useful. Demonite could be used for a bow, or we could save it maybe for a pickaxe. So one thing I really want to do is try and stay as organized as possible. With this being a teeny tiny world, if we need anything like special, we need to know exactly where that is.
Why do we use Miro? Well, imagine an infinite canvas where we visualize ideas, review designs, create mind maps, flowcharts, and all in one place. Working remotely used to be a nightmare. With Miro, we can all work together in real time from everywhere. Video meetings take half the time when you can actually show what it is that you're talking about. Now with Miro, we're always on the same page.
In the beautiful world of Black Desert, you can choose any class you like from 23 characters. You can go fishing, turn horses, set sail, go hunting. And now with the reboot update, the combat just got a whole lot wilder. Black Desert. Play the reboot update today.
So I've organised everything as best as I can, because we kind of have limited chests and I don't want to waste any iron right now, but I'll keep expanding it out and making it better. But for example, do we need a place for our mushroom hat? No, not really, but I'll slap it in one of these. So I'll tell you what actually, while we're in a boss fighting mood, we may as well do King Slime as well and kind of tick that off the list. I feel like the best thing we could get from that is free ninja armor. So I think it's kind of worth it, right? Yeah, I feel good about this. I'm going to make a golden crown. I'm also going to make a grappling hook. So there we go. Alright, this is good. This essentially means that we can start returning to the surface again without needing to use recall potions every time. Which I don't think is a big issue yet, but it may become one. You never really know. You've got to kind of plan for the future. Also, life crystal here. I didn't even notice that. Right, let me go grab it. Ooh. That was kind of risky now that I think about it. Let's just... Oh! Okay, hook down. Oh god. Never mind. Oh my god, the Goblin Army is approaching. What? Okay, this is interesting. I need to grab my gold though first, because I wanna save that, and then we'll do the Goblin Army. Right, gold has been recovered. Let's head back. Let's slap the gold in here. So good thing is enemies are actually able to spawn. I didn't know how it would work with it being such a small, amount of space. Because obviously enemies like to spawn off camera and such. So I'm not going to lie to you, the Goblin Army is kind of kicking my head in a little bit. But I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave at least 1 or 2 gravestones. Because then we may have a chance to get Abigail's flower. Right, so that is it for the Goblin Army. Now one thing I just realised is that because I put my NPC homes here on the surface, I think it means at night time I'm going to be having reduced enemy spawn rates. So if I need demonized, for example, I'm probably not going to get them, I imagine. Don't know if that's right yet. But I wonder, maybe one of you can let me know, if I make this area a graveyard, does that mean that enemies will still spawn in regardless of the NPCs around? So I know that that is kind of a thing, where if you have a graveyard, you get a bunch of zombies and stuff, but does that work for the demonized as well? Let me know with a comment down below if you're like part of Terraria Wiki Gang and you know it all. I'm going to put that tombstone there, and I'm going to put that one there, just to see if we maybe get an Abigail's flower. Right, so that was good. We also now have the Dryad as well. She has moved in. So I think what we'll be working on next then is possibly just gaining the Goblin Tinkerer. I mean, because why not? But then also I want to get working on moving down below. You know, just checking out the rest of the world. So we've got a few things to do. Actually, no, we're doing a King's Light. What am I on about? Right, so while we're here, we'll gather that life crystal. Thank you very much. And then also, I feel like if there was an area where I was going to find the Goblin Tinkerer, it's probably here. Because what I've done is I've got a rope that goes upwards. So I imagine that if I ascend up the rope and just kind of linger it around, then we'll get the Goblin Tinkerer. Maybe. Hey, here we go, Blink Root. And Blink Root Seeds. This is good. So if we manage to actually get some Daybloom Seeds as well, so there's another one of those flashing life crystals, I'm going to grab that. Gives you 2. Thank you very much. I don't know if that's meant to be intentional or it's a side effect of the map. But I'll also go ahead and get the slimy crown and we'll head back up to the surface. So let's give this a go. This should be a fine fight, well, hopefully. The magic's probably going to teleport on me any seconds.
Then he comes to my 10.
Oh.
He weighs about 200.
Oh, it might have the room to spawn in. Wow, okay, that's really interesting. I wonder, also, I just want to point out that Traveling Merchant is way over here. If I opened up this wall, would he maybe consider moving in? Could that be a thing? Let's find out. Tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to put platforms there. There we go. Alright, buddy. Just want to encourage you to maybe come over here. You're right. Oh, he's traveling.
Once you actually come see me.
His name was right. Look at him. Look at him move. Oh, God. Oh, no, now I lost the guy. Oh, God. Oh, no, guy, come back. Kyle, this is not the time for, He's like, I don't want to live in this world anymore. Not with you. Oh God. So I've also just realised that up here is another life crystal. So maybe we go and grab that? I think I can. Now that I have a grappling hook, I should be able to. Oh! Alright, okay. So you can actually open this. It isn't even a locked chest. And inside is 2 heart lanterns, a heart reach potion, a heart statue, and 69 copper coins. Thank you very much. So, for those that pointed this out yesterday, this used to be an old mobile exclusive bit of world generation. So that's really cool that they brought it to this map. So, let's grab it. Thank you very much. There's also a couple of packs here that we'll also break. The merchant's departed. How's that? Okay, thank you very much. So, I'm thinking about doing a little bit of future-proofing right now, because I feel like a big aspect of this is going to be fishing. Now, we could fish on the surface, sure, but I could also maybe manipulate this area here to be like a very good fishing spot, and then we have something that's close by. So my plan is I'm going to duplicate the water to try and make this like a much larger pool. Now this is something that I don't think I've done in Terraria in about 6 years, maybe more. So I don't actually remember if this works or not, or if it's maybe been patched out the game. So let's find out together. Oh, hey, it still works. Hell yeah. The devs still like fishing, that's good. So the giant pool is also complete, and my idea with this is that you can use it for lots of different things, specifically crates. Crates can give you quite a lot. You can get ores from them, you can get buffs from them, which is going to be kind of essential maybe in hard mode. I'm not too sure yet. That's the best part about not knowing what lies ahead, is I'm kind of doing a little bit of the guesswork. I saw a few of you left suggestions on how to take down the wall of flesh using one of Sparking's method. And it sounds very exciting. There was something about explosive bunnies or something. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I'll learn. I will learn. So it turns out there is actually an underground desert, which is kind of cool, but I don't know exactly what we're going to use it for. I imagine that there are a few chests and a few items in here that we can maybe gather, and that's where that one Spelunk potion we have is going to come in so big. The thing is, because you can see everything on screen at the same time, all we need to do is find the bottom of the world, use the Spelunk potion, and just kind of take a mental note as we glide down the world where everything is. So I imagine I'm probably passing stuff, like for example it says chest detected nearby. I don't know where that is now, but you can guarantee that eventually we're going to find out. God, the desert is rough though. There's also cloud down here, for some reason, and a nymph, and a tree. What is this? Is this meant to be the regular overworld? Is that what's happened here? Is it? Oh my! It's a. Oh my god! That is so cool. It's a floating island mashed with the desert. I never thought I would see something like this in Terraria, but here we are. Look at that. Brilliant. I kind of love it. I kind of love it. God, they've done such an interesting job of this. They really have. So our health is a little bit low. There is a nymph there, and I kind of want to kill the nymph because the nymph can give you quite a bit of gold, as I found out in the last episode. Ooh, look at that, 7 gold. Hell yeah! Right, let's see what's inside of this house then. Oh no. Gotta be careful because these tomb crawlers can kind of creep up on you with their damage. What's that over there? Oh, it's just like, it's a shiny lands. Alright, let's get inside. So let's see. Fledgling wings. Okay, interesting. Obviously the best part about this is that we now have wings and we don't take fall damage. I was trying to think about what I would want in here. I guess in a way, and this is where fishing comes in again, I would have wanted maybe a balloon so that we can make some like really mad accessories. But this will do. Wings will definitely do. At least we don't have to worry about, you know, breaking our knees every time we fall down now. So this is pretty interesting. Have a little look at this man-eater. Because of the way he spawned, he's got no neck, bless him. Oh, it's so weird and wonky. Wow. Oh my god, I've seen Terraria in a whole new light. Look at this guy. Bless him. Alright, at least we got a singular vine, which is a good start. Honestly, a really good start. But can you imagine waiting for a Planterable to spawn in this world when there is barely any mud? Oh no, and there's lava here. I really hope this isn't it for the jungle, and this is all we get. Because this might be a bit of a problem. Oh, there's a... Oh wow, okay. So we have a full lizard temple. But how do you get inside? What size is it? How does this work? That's what I want to know. I bet you anything that this temple is broken as well. Like, I bet you we can probably break our way inside right now. We're not gonna. We're gonna, you know, do it at the proper time. But still, so cool. What I wanted to see was a tiny dungeon. But the thing is, Skeletron isn't exactly essential to beating Terraria. You don't need to do it. You know, I just do it as a mark of pride. But I don't think we're going to be doing a Skeletron at any point, unfortunately. So here is the entrance to the temple. And from the looks of it, it has been shrunken down quite a bit because you can see the lizard altar down here. Now, I do wonder whether the temple enemies will spawn outside of the temple, or they'll know not to. And I don't know how they'll know, but maybe they will. I think one of the things I'll eventually do, by the way, is start creating tunnels left and right through this jungle, which should encourage growth for Planterable, but it won't necessarily be good for Chlorophyte, because we're going to, you know, eat away a little bit where Chlorophyte would spawn in, which could be a problem in itself. I don't know, it's hard balance, really. So there's a nice little area down here. We have 2 life crystals, a man-eater with no neck, and also some spores and a chest. So let's work on the man-eater. I'm too cautious to go close. Like, the Terraria veteran in me is like, nah, you can't get close to this man-eater. He will kill you. But in reality, man's got no neck, so not really that big of a deal. Right, let's break the life crystal. We'll take that. Thank you very much. And then what's inside here? A Band of Regen. Interesting. Very interesting. I tell you what, I'm probably going to leave these items down here. We'll come back and gather them at a later date. Just because I don't want to start throwing stuff out of my inventory. Every item is sacred. So have a little look at this. The traveling merchant has actually worked his way inside. And what is he selling? Ooh, okay, interesting. So the ammo box and also the code 1. Now I don't feel like we need the code 1. And I know right now we don't need the ammo box. The ammo box is kind of like investing in the future. Because it would be good. But I think I'll pass on it for now. Don't know if that's a sin or not. So that's going to be today's episode in the teeny tiny world. Guys, if you enjoyed it, please give the video a big fat thumbs up. And if you really loved it, please subscribe to the channel. We are well on our way to 1 million subscribers. And with your help, we can totally do it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Inspired by State Farm's surprisingly great rates.
It's so cheap.
So we are back in the teeny tiny Terraria world, and thanks to a bunch of comments from you, I've been learning quite a bit about this world, and also about Terraria in the process. Now, first off, we have to acknowledge that when you have a teeny tiny Terraria world, and you just so happen to get Andrew's face flying by like this, it's actually quite sinister. What a start. So to jump into today's episode, I feel like the first thing we need to do is continue with our pursuit to gather some jungle armor. Now, in the last episode, we managed to find the jungle, and it's actually kind of interesting because not all of the enemies kind of work right. For example, man-eaters, they don't have any neck for some reason. So I want to still go ahead and gather all of the resources for that. But then also, we need to go ahead and find the dungeon. Now, I was kind of convinced that the dungeon would not be in the game, but according to you lot, Skeletron is way more important than I ever first thought. So apparently you need to kill Skeletron to get the lunatic cultist. I never knew that. Like, I had no idea. So there must be a dungeon in this world. Otherwise, we're kind of soft locked out of the ending. And hopefully not, right? Oh, the goblin! The goblin man! Quick, grab him! Thank you. Okay, good. This is a good start. So I'm just going to very quickly buy from you, sir, the Tinkerer Station and some rocket boots, and then you're going to have to fend for yourself. Because you are no longer needed. So since jungle armor is actually relying on jungle spores, and we don't seem to have any more growing currently, I think what we'll do is we'll keep mining on downwards, just trying to see what the next biome might be. So today we actually hit 936,000 subscribers, meaning we have less than 64,000 to go. So if you're watching this, maybe you've seen 1 or 2 of my videos in the past, and you enjoy them even a little bit, please consider subscribing. It's completely free, and you can always change your mind later, but it really supports the channel. One thing I've realized, which is kind of fantastic because it adds a little bit more future-proofing, if you take a little look at the size of all of these biomes, including the mushroom biome, which is actually kind of large, here's the size of the crimson, the jungle biome is way large.
Get out of here. Get. Get out of my house. You can shut the door. Ariana Blubber. Oh look, it's making noises. Do you have an iPhone? Hello, airplane mode. Brian keeps having that to shove the meth pipe in my mouth and he's smoking. Me, my two sticks. Mr. Dick and Mr. Dick. Mr. Dick is back. How old are you now? Because Paul took that yellow board. Well, they did. They came home to the board because they used to let it. And I got my internet back. The computer, you can look at it, doesn't it? Wonder if you said, gateway. I don't know if it's still working or not. I think I do work the same. Up there in the floor. That's not mine, you don't have to use the thing like that. Hey, it's on mine. Hold on, bottom of the computer repair guy. Professional help for me. But the $50 EBT for me, $50 for my And look, there's where my house caught fire. My oven's broken too. It caught fire. I called 911. Then called Paul, Murphy. He came down after 2 rings. Took the fireman out, and then the cops turned him fucking beyond me. I said, leave me alone. And the cops put him out. Paul's nice, I'll do that. Can't wait for that on that. Yeah. My first call was the next day. When I was 12. On high-speed internet. Early.
All of us in our generation.
I mean, like that. But, yeah. I use all my minutes and talk to 50 days perfect. Now I'm on the other forums. city, I was good. I missed out, like, that was my son's first calling. Now it's Calamine, and I can't really put it out, and I just have to reset it. And also the code is good. That way, that way. I'm all over it now. Took you about a year to find out the problem with it. Well, my case is really about Paul Burger. I had to open my book to the line. And then talk to my pocket. I have a better outside. Okay. There's a room in there. There's in there. Goes straight to the bedroom, take a left, there's the bathroom. To the right is where my walk-in driveway. This is my dollhouse. And there's my map to the Capitol. Guess what I have? Where'd the box go? It's here somewhere. I have Fallout 1, Fallout Tactics, and Fallout 2. It's on my desktop. Fallout 2 is because my dad's really down in the middle of it. I stayed really down in the bag. Father. Oh, it's good. And then we got bored. Because it's not the new Fallout. Fallout 2 is the first one I played. I played on the PS2 and the PS2 is gone. It's going to be nothing else until everything comes worth money. So with my blues on the phone. Now I have this. It looks like the place volume on. It's the only game I want. And the seven professional plays Terraria just fine, and I can play with that internet. Then with my shit. This is the system I grew up playing. And when I was 12, my cat's used the control cable, and my mommy, Marianne, threw my shit away. And my second SNES that Dylan Reed Kirby bought wasn't missing out of his house because Stacey Lynn Brown needed his feet. And I saw my stolen goods in his house. He put in this section I don't need. So there's the box. The disc is somewhere around here. Yeah, there was a sticker on the front for $9. I bought that so long ago. I'm looking over there. These Switch games are empty. According to Timer Nappy, pawned my Switch console and all my games. But I had an extra once Terraria. Yeah, I was almost dead many times. 'Cause now I have seizures thanks to the meth I smoked. I was right here, leaning on my right knee, crying my eyes out, and all I got was Brian T.W. with his blue eyes staring back at me. He's taller than me back there, skinny as fuck, and blue eyes. And in there, his coach, Marty Murphy, walking Louis Lee, his eyes pretty solid black. And he went out of the house for one of these. And I sat on the couch, just now outside, call 911. February 12, 2021, 4 a.m. Paul Murphy was just gonna exist us. And I saved him money when all he does is this. And I have a headache. You can go over there if you want to. So when was you born? March 15th, 1989, Franklin J. Lee was born. March 18th, 1989, Heather Brooke West Browning was born. Heather is my stepmom, married to my biology father. And Mr. T.J. Lee is my ex-husband. October 2015 is my divorce comes through, and I want to get it and hang it up in a gold frame. Oh, you was divorced? Would you like to marry me? Yeah, Charles was a leave. Said weddings or funerals. And I got a skirt that Franklin with my dress. You would be my fifth husband. DJ, Billy Lee Curtis, Chris Angel, Roger Abernathy, and your name? Full name. John Thomas Stewart. Yeah. What's that when you drink together? Says, hey, Mary, let's swap it in my house. What'd you pull up in? Found on road deck. Found on road deck. Cool. The car out there is a 1998 Toyota Camry. It still works. You can buy it from me if you want to. I don't need it. My engine's good. Everything else is broken. There's a quick to open engine. Driver door. Passenger door is broken on the inside and outside. The other two doors are broken on the inside to work on the inside. My driver door works on the outside and inside. My car left its friends on the road in front of the little bigot. I had to walk there, and I had to listen to this from Paul Murphy. And Thomas is my friend that I know in Washington State, and he has a kid, a boy. Can you have kids? I want one more. It's a boy. It's gonna go away. If it was a daughter, I'll keep it. And what was your ex's name? Full name? How old was he? No, baby. There's my husband. unrelated to the real Pocahontas. My kids seem to keep running away. There's the purple-haired one. And that's me. On a broken body. But I can still hold up that gun. And I chopped off her right hand. She was a 1999 Barbie. And I did some brain surgery. This is my own console that I'm gonna do. Opening up. Super. Positive. These are good. And this doesn't work. Yes, yes. Original system. Yes. This is the same thing that I have to put. I like this. And this is my 3DS. And it needs battery. That's mine, please. I already did it. I just forgot how to do it. Like I forgot my ABCs. I got the R and that was all I remembered. You guys see it? I hate. And here's the man that murdered me. And I have a real friend. They came from that. Super Mario Brothers. What's in there right now is the broken down PS2. See, so sick. The reason why I got the Switch Lite is because the video game covers didn't me out of money when I got a broken PS Vita. I told them it didn't work, and they had to actually prove me right. Say hello to my new black hole. And this piece of shit don't work. Got another side. I found out from 1919, we finished, it was worth $10. And now I don't know. This one's empty. This one still has the game in it. And these two are worth money. I'm also psychic. Precognitive and post-cognitive. So that's all I can rate there. That's it. And here's where my video games go to die. This one needs to be better. I love this game and I'm not opening the one that's not open. Video Game Tavern, Taylor, South Carolina. Screwed me out of money. So don't go there. Their return policy is, if it's defective, they'll give you store credit. That's why I got that piece of shit. One thing I don't want is a Switch Lite. I'm missing my cards. That's going on my wall. Like my rainbow keyboard. Oh look, she ran away. Fell out of my wallet. And this is my credit card. Because I know. Oh, don't download Honey. It caused a virus on my desktop. That desktop. Uh-huh. Bunch of shit started popping up. Guess what I'm gonna play now? That came from a YouTube video. Keep running, Isabel. Isabel. Bell. There's a bell on her head. Guess what I just pulled out? That's the first game I played on my 3DS. Not that one, but the small purple 3DS. And I beat it. Then I looked up and someone did update it. I mean the regular shit. This is my new SNES. If you want to fix something, I will fix this to your VCR. That is I don't like this. Here's what I ever read. There's nothing for it. You like the porn? It's free. I don't want the porn. Alright, then I'll do dog. Okay, slow down. Bring anything. This thing, or do this. That's nicer. I'll make the one I have. Not number 4 person is my favorite. It's what my favorite turned into. A fucking nightmare. Yeah, something to eat or drink. How long's your break? So what's your job? I'm here to fix my broken shit. IT guy. James wants to be an animator. And I'm gonna make my own video game studio. I'm gonna make that first. PC made console. Would you like these? Nope, that's the only one for it. And Robert Lee broke it. Sorry, one long way. Other way. Got it. Yep. So what'd you go to college for? Yeah, I started doing functional feeling whatever. Or 2 people in water. And now it was 2,100 and we're going to do it. ECCI. Legal tech. Once I have a fucking, I like to call it that. Working because I fixed it. Memory and stuff. My phone ran away. Where'd it go? There it is. You have $65 to spare. Nice service. For 12/20/20, I told him yes and yes and out. Spent 20 months in hell. Andy, a cop, told me, the company has to pay to get it back. I lost about $80 in here. $55 AT&T card. If I find an AT&T card, I put minutes on my phone. And it cost $91 to switch to credit. They're probably worth thousands by now. And that being CPR, I don't add a budget. One underneath that table. There's two auto tuning on.
That's what it's different.
I think the rest is good. Oh, yeah, you came down here and stole my shit. Now I have to walk this way, talk to you all. Andrew Michael Turner was on the left. He's dead because he got raped at 12. I know everyone's thinking because I watched him lately. There's a lot of stuff I might be slow with you. But I all got my bad. I never saw me like that. I'm sleeping more. It's like that demon on Demon Slayer. I sleep, I recharge my battery. I don't need to eat. I don't drink when I toast. I get all this. Plus, 3 vehicles, 1 day a nice 66, and that's 2 kids, I'm saying that's the next shop. And I have my own car. Mary Ann's on her deathbed, she bought a car with her, right? And I told her to get it up. Now, I got like 20 minutes of time. Heaven sucks, that was my fault. As a guy, he was born and died in 7 I remember now his number. April 1989. And died. Birthday. January 1989. teachers like in 1991, the SNES came out. August 29, 1992, I came out. A year later, Andrew Michael Turner took me down the stairs. They thought it was funny. Also, why do you think I have cinnamon once you walk in my house? What do you say? There's my woman. But bigger than there is my son. And I'm looking at the sexy Terminator, DSM 101. Type 1. Got it when I was 12. At 18 years old, I went to August 2013, a mental hospital in Greenville. The nurse told me pre-diabetic, diabetic, or diabetic. That's how I know I'm type 1. Because I got juvenile diabetes. Well, I guess mine's adult diabetes that I got when I was 12. Because I weighed over 200 pounds when I was 12. About as tall as I am now.
I remember you were always tall.
Yeah, I was always the tallest in my class. Until Cole Grady and Grant Deadly, who was taller than me. Guess what I'm not scared of? Dicks.
A lot of the names I remember until recently. One of my old teachers pointed out and started to remember.
I remember Kimberly. I got some of her old artwork. Start war with acting on his face. 2007, 2008. Mama Brady.
You're there when you were talking. Besides what Brandon was saying.
Kimberly Loading Wells.
Oh yeah, I thought that. What was the one? Well, and maybe we'll have to do.
And remember Jason Fleming. And Eric Blackman. I've always thought that Jason Lynn Brown is 7 plus 400 pounds. There's a picture. There's stuff in Justin Leopard. That Phillips. Justin Leopard is my fucking cousin. Here I am, Marty Murphy. Ninth grade. Hello, was her last name. One Marty Murphy. Middle Tyson. 4. There's a sister boy. Julia Fowler. Not a whore. Coffee potatoes going and talking. Well, mommy not going to be your mommy and daddy not going to be your daddy when I was 16. So I thought my cousin Drew. He go up there and he told me that he told me in the hall. And I decided to drive me to sleep. I have genetic disorders. Cause a chemical balance in my brain. Pray get out of that beat that out of me. Because there's a mark on my neck. And marks on my arms, so you have to try to kill me. Emily Lorraine Wells. This is probably Kimberly. Emily Lorraine Wells, this one. And I never knew. Someone was on Facebook. Turns out I came back to school a while ago there. Seriously, and gay. I had a crush on him. He told me if I ever remember if you had a crush on me, I'll stop talking to you. Hey, good. Hey, one. There's my cousin. Like, ruined me. Justin Turner. Adam. Fox Brown. Paul Brady, and Gabriel Turner. Oh, she married Brent Detley. That's what Brett Davis in New York. Or, there's Covenant, Taylor Dutch, and Andrew Goodell. I hated this fucking place. And the history teacher actually taught us something God is next. That's what happens to the good ones. They die young. Trying to get evidence to try to murder me, and I'm still here. Because Marty Murphy's the one that died. Martha Louise Williams. December 12, 2021 at 4 a.m. And I'm still here. And I call this place my dollhouse. It's Martha Louise Lee's coffin. Daughter of Brian and Judy Wells. My Uncle Brian never died. My Uncle Wig was killed by the Desert Fire at COVID. And Paul Murphy told me that. So I got my second shot. There she is. That's what she looked like. And I have her artwork if you read the link. One of them was very yummy off video. She's the one I hung out with. Philip. Diabetic, skinny, but what is it like that? There it is. I knew he was gay. I knew Frank Phillips was gay. Right. His boyfriend said to me, I'm jealous about this. And Chris, he says, geez, but I'm talking to him again. Have a good day. That's what I thought they were useless people in my life. Chris Phillips is only gay, won't be a woman because his older brother made him into a woman. Chris abuse, physical abuse, mental, emotional, and verbal abuse, things like this. And look, there's me. Since I wore my hair. And now my hair's gone. Good riddance. My long hair turns to a rat nest where she doesn't have to cut it off. And this is one of those things. And it's getting on my nerves. Yeah, Mary and Murphy told me a story about their babysitter that saved everything, including their eyebrows. Yeah, I'd rather have hair. And there's my bloody knee. Did that falling, Richard Bradburn ran in the house with light from porch light. $18 I found in that gun pocket. I used to buy me cigarettes and smoke. And I need to buy a little cricket. I smoke nicotine, drink alcohol, weed, meth. The only thing that works for me that gets me high is nicotine. And I just ran out of cigarettes. Or 20, Andrew Michael Turner made me smoke anymore. It puts me to sleep. That puts me to sleep. That's what I don't want to do. Sleep. Excuse me. It made me physically disabled because it's burning plastic. Battery acid, plastic, chemicals, what's in it. The reason why I have seizures now. And I can't remember where I put my damn shoes. Yeah, Brian keep that in that. He lost his daddy 2018, and he started smoking meth. Again, this year I told him he could, and he ran with it and had a big smile on his face. In there, he did this to my stick. I dropped the mess ball and he thrust it. He had a hit, I didn't. The mess ball and a pink sock was my relaxing medicine is back there. And it's building well. I love my woods. And I'm out of smoke.